Hey Canucks fans, Elias Pettersson is poised for a massive season with the Canucks, and Tyler Motte has signed in Ottawa. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, September the 14th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thanks for joining me last night for CCC Live. If you want to check out the replay, you can watch it either here on YouTube or download the podcast episode. And because last night was bowling night, my first night of the season, it's Wednesday morning, so that means you get a full bowling recap at the end of this video. So if you want to hear how I did last night, let me know. Not let me know. Stay to the end of this video and I'll break it all down for you. And by the way, for one day only at least, I'm the #1 podcast, hockey podcast in all of Hong Kong. Yes, the #1 rated hockey podcast in all of Hong Kong. Still got to work in Canada, but thank you for those of you that are watching or listening in Hong Kong. Thank you for your support. Quickly first, non-Canucks news. Ex-Canuck, former Canuck, Tyler Motte signed in Ottawa. 1 year, $1.35 million, a little bit more than he made with the Canucks last season. Certainly not as much as I'm sure he wanted to make in the open market. I heard people talking about 1.9, 2.25. But yes, making 1.35 in Ottawa. Remember, Tyler Motte traded to the Rangers, and then they did not re-sign him. But he joins an Ottawa team that's going to be very exciting to watch, very intriguing. They might not be a playoff team just yet. They still got to figure out what they're doing on defense. But up front, they got a really strong top six with Brady Tkachuk, with Drake Batherson, Josh Norris, Claude Giroux, Alexander DeBrincat, and I'm missing one guy because I only named 5. But they have Tim Stützle. So they have a really, really good top 6. Tyler Motte will help build out their bottom 6. So we'll get to see, of course, Motte play the Canucks twice, once home, once away, as the Canucks do with every team in the Eastern Conference. And we wish him the best of luck. Once again, Tyler Motte, $1.35 million with Ottawa. All right, I want to talk about Elias Pettersson a little bit. Him and Quinn Hughes, they took the ice for the first time with the Canucks yesterday. They had their little inter-squad scrimmage. It was notable that Hughes was playing on the right side with OEL. Again, it's just a scrimmage. Not all the players were there yet. But yes, Hughes and OEL were playing together, and Hughes took a turn on the right side. And of course, after the scrimmage, Elias Pettersson met with the media. And from the clips that I've seen and what I've seen and heard, I think he's going to have a massive season. I really do. And I've been saying on my live streams, I actually think he's going to be the highest scorer for the Canucks. I think JT Miller's still going to have a really good season and be somewhere between 80 and 85 points. But I also think that PD is going to be there as well, between 80 and 85 points. So I think it's going to be neck and neck. But I do think that PD is poised for a really good season. I like the way that he handled the media yesterday. He was relaxed. He was confident. And those are two things that he admitted he wasn't at the start of last year's season. We remember how badly he struggled after coming into camp late. In fact, he missed training camp. Him and Hughes missed training camp because they were negotiating, their agents were negotiating their new contracts. So they missed all of training camp, and they arrived during the preseason. So missing a camp, regardless of, it was Travis Green at the time, not Bruce Boudreau, you just come in a little bit behind, 1 or 2 steps behind. So the fact that PD and Hughes are in town a week ahead of training camp this season, I think it's going to make a massive, massive difference. But PD talked about at the start of last season, he wasn't himself. He wasn't sure what kind of player he was supposed to be, and he wasn't confident. And he didn't, to his credit, he didn't make excuses about missing camp. He didn't make excuses about a hurt wrist. He simply said he wasn't playing with enough confidence. And I love how he said that it was throughout last season was basically a tale of two me's, not me's as in Canuck Clay, but two me's as Elias Pettersson. The first half PD and the second half PD. And the stats bear that out. In the first 41 games, he only had 20 points. Yes, 20 points in 41 games, and that's that's less than 0.5 points per game. But then in the second half, he had 48 points in 41 games. So 20 plus 48, that's the 68 points that he got, which is still not bad. But think about it, 48 of those points came in the second half of the season. That's extrapolated to a full healthy season of 96 points. Do I think that he's going to get 96 points this season? No, but I do think he's going to come somewhere in between 80 and 85, like I've been saying. A couple other things that he said. He said in the summer, he didn't really travel. He just worked out and tried to get bigger and stronger and faster. No, stronger and faster. That's not bigger. Or bigger and faster? Stronger and faster. stronger kind of goes with bigger. But my point is, he tried to be stronger, try to get faster, worked on his skating. Obviously, did a lot of work in the weight room, as we saw some of the footage, some of the pictures. And he always wants to be more dangerous offensively. He always wants to be more responsible defensively. And truly, Demko is so good. Miller was so good last season. Hughes is phenomenal. But I really think that this team goes as PD goes. I really do. I think he's the linchpin. Demko, I'd say, is the most important player, because if you don't have Demko playing well either, we're going to be hooped. But I think when it comes to the whole pulse of the team, how competitive they are, their snarl, their compete level, all those things, I think that this team will really go as PD goes. Yes, Miller, Horvat, Besser, all those guys will have a big part in it, and Hughes and Demko, but I really think that this team will go as far as PD will take them. So that's why I'm excited. Again, he looked confident. He looked relaxed. He was joking around how he didn't speak much English over the summer, so he was trying to find the proper words or proper phrases in a couple of spots. But the most importantly to me, he looked and sounded relaxed, and I think it's going to translate to a really, really big season for him. Remember, there's more depth at forward overall. There's more talented players to be spread around. So whether PD ends up with the first line, second line, I doubt the third line, but you know what I mean. With so many good forwards, I'd say 9 really, really, what you could say, decent forwards. I think there's going to be a lot of points to go around, and I think PD is going to be one of the main beneficiaries of it. So before I get to my bowling talk, Canucks fans, tell me if you agree with me. Tell me if you think that PD is going to have a big season, if you're as excited and bullish on him as I am. And let me know. Give me a point prediction for PD in the comments below, and also let me know what you think about Tyler Motte signing with Ottawa. Okay, last 2 minutes are going to be about bowling, so if you're interested in this, I encourage you to keep watching. If you're not, you can jump off here. But we've started our bowling league. You guys know it's head-to-head. It's teams of 3. So I'm in the leadoff because I'm the worst on our team. Then our middle guy is Alex, and then our captain, the guy who picked me, is Sean. So teams of 3. We play against another team of 3, and we go head-to-head. I play against their leadoff. Our middle guy plays against their middle guy. Our anchor plays against their anchor. So 4 games, and if you beat the other guy, you get 2 points. So 4 games, 2 points. There's a total of 8 points. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 games, you add up all your games, add up your opponent's 4 games, and if you have higher pinfall total, you get another 2 points. So if you follow that, 4 games times 2 and 2 points total, there's 10 points up for grabs for spot number 1, spot number 2, spot number 3. Then each of those 4 games, you add up your 3 teammates, and you add up your total pins. And if you have more than the other team, each total game is worth 4 points as well. So game 1 total is worth 4, game 2 total is worth 4, 3 and 4. So that's another 16 points. So hopefully you're following me so far. 30 individual matchups, 16 for total team. And then total team overall, all 3 guys, all 4 games, 12 games total versus the other team. That's worth another 4 points as well to make it 50 points total. So there's 30 individual points up for grabs, 20 team points. That's the only time I can explain it. Don't worry in this depth, in this detail. So every Wednesday morning when I give my update, I'm basically going to tell you how I did and then how our team did out of 50. So yesterday, we started off strong, but we came in just short of splitting points. We lost 27-23. I bowled 154, 174, 152, then 206. So I actually took 6 points out of 10 against my opponent. I won game 1, he won game 2 and game 3, and then I won with a massive game 4. I was 18 points behind going to game 4, and then I beat him by 50. So I beat him quite comfortably by about 35 pins. So I won. So 2 games times 2 is 4 points, plus total makes another 2, makes another 2 makes 6. I'm getting too excited. So I got 6. Makes sense so far? So I got 6. Alex, our middle guy, got 7. He won 2 and tied 1 and 1 total. And then our anchor, he bowled really well, but the other anchor was phenomenal. So our anchor only won 1 game. He only got 2 points. So I got 6. Alex got 7. Sean got 2. So that's 15 points out of possible 30. So we exactly split the individual points. And then as games, we won game 4 and game 1. We lost game 2 and game 3. So there's another 8 points there. That makes 23. But then the other team won total pinfall by 50 pins. So if you add it all up, the other team had 27. We had 23, so not a bad start, but I think we can be better. And I was really happy how I bowled the 4th game in particular, and that's how I hope to start off next Tuesday night. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. That was the breakdown. We lost 27-23. Don't have to comment so much about that. More importantly, comment about what you think of PD and what you think of Tyler Motte. Put that in. That's fine. Hi. Put that in the comments below. We'd love to know what you think. Okay, friends. Shout out to my sponsors: Let's Go Van City Experts, Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. Thank you to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Just Incredible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame members, franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for continuing to support me on this channel. As always, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Leave a tip, a super thanks if you'd like to. Definitely upgrade your membership or become a member if you'd like to. And definitely, most definitely, leave a comment down below if you'd like to about PD, about Tyler Motte, or about my bowling game. And if you made it this far, almost 11 minutes into the video, I think for today, Deaky Pete. It was the nickname given to him by the late and great Jason Botchford to Elias Pettersson. Type in Deaky Pete. D-E-K-E-Y, Pete. Not Deaky Petey, Deaky Pete. And then I know that you made it to the end of this video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless. And go Canucks go.